Alright, how we doing, folks? It's Sunday, March 13th, 2016. Today's not my day. Maybe you can hear it in my voice. I'm a little under the weather today. Usually don't do anything on Sundays as well. But we have a flash news alert. Mike Conley Jr., the point guard, starting point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies, is going to be out 3 to 4 weeks with an Achilles injury. Of course, the Memphis Grizzlies, we talked about it a little over just about a month ago when Marcus Saul went down. He's done for the rest of the season. Um, and how that was going to affect them. They've been able to stand pat, stay steady without Marcus Gasol, but now they're clearly losing their. I mean, it's 1 and 1A with these two guys. I'd say they just go hand in hand as who's the best. They're clearly their two best players, as good as Zach Randolph is and what he means to the team. These are the guys that make the team go round. So we're going to see what Memphis is going to be able to do the rest of the way. We had, of course, right before Marcus Gasol went down, we talked about the threat that the Memphis Grizzlies could be to the Golden State Warriors. They're clearly not going to be that much of a threat without Marcus Gasol. That was the big point of it, that Gasol, along with Randolph, could slow things down on the inside. Conley as well could make Steph Curry work, and he's a different style of offensive guard as guys like a Russell Westbrook. He's much more methodical. You would run screens on Curry if he's marking up Conley, which would bruise him up a little bit, so to speak, in the defensive side and hinder his offense a little bit. Now, Conley, 3 to 4 weeks. Today is March 13th. The season ends a month from today, April 13th. That'll be right at about 4 weeks. You're hoping you can get him back around 3 weeks, get 1 or 2 games before the playoffs so he can get his legs back, because he wouldn't have played in a long time, and you want him at least to have 1 or 2 games, probably more, 5 or 6. But you'll take any games you can get under his belt in the regular season before you go into the playoffs. And as of right now, they're the 5th seed. I don't think they're going to be able to catch the Los Angeles Clippers now for the 4th seed, or the Oklahoma City Thunder for that matter, who are sputtering just a bit, which would guarantee them home court in the first round of the playoffs. So they're going to be going on the road. They're almost certainly going to be a 5th seed. Houston can't seem to find any consistency. They've been playing a little better of now. The Dallas Mavericks, who we talked about, they lost again last night. They're on their fifth straight loss, and the Portland Trailblazers are seeming to come back to earth a little bit. I expect those teams to still be 6th, 7th, and 8th, and I expect the Grizzlies to be locked in the 5th. They're a veteran team. They signed a guy, Ray McCallum. I don't really know much about. Clearly, they're going to need a guy like Lance Stevenson to pick up the offense. I'm not sure. They used to have the guy Beno Udrih as a backup point guard. I don't know if he's still on the team. He's a solid player. He's also left-handed, as Mike Conley Jr. is a good shooter. So we'll see if he will get a lot of minutes. I'd expect Tony Allen to also possibly be inserted into the starting lineup. But you certainly give up a lot of offense when you get Tony Allen in the game. Yeah, they don't have Beno Udrih anymore, and of course Mario Chalmers is now done for the season, so they're really devoid at guard. They also had Nick Calathis for a while, but he's gone, so I didn't know about Beno Udrih. I should have been up on that. But without Mario Chalmers and Mike Conley, you really have no options at point guard. So they had to sign McCallum. You'd expect Vince Carter. I mean, everyone's going to have to pick up, obviously. I don't know who's going to play backup point guard. Could it be a bit of a blessing in disguise? Could you find something with Tony Allen running the point, where he's not having to shoot, which he can't do, and you have the ball in his hands, which forces teams to at least mark him up, which they won't do in the playoffs. I suppose that'll have to develop, but really a tough spot for the Memphis Grizzlies. They just have to ride this out. I think they can win a series against, especially a Clippers team with Mike Conley, even without Marcus Gasol. But it's going to be very interesting to see, again, how much time Conley gets underneath him when he comes back. And we'll have to see if he even comes back before the playoffs start. Because if it ends in a month, you never know with these injuries, especially in Achilles. 3 to 4 weeks could be an additional couple days on top of that. And they could be struggling. But the injury hit, Grizzlies are still really suffering through this season. Of course, Mike Conley Jr. is a free agent at the end of this season, so this could be his last year in Memphis. A real shame for a team that has a lot of talent and a veteran team that's really championship or bust. I don't think they were going to win the championship this year, but that's where they were at, was a championship or bust stage. So that's it. Be sure to stay tuned for any other flash news alerts throughout the week, which will start tomorrow. As well, we'll have the weekly NBA report come Monday, or excuse me, come Tuesday, and then anything else, of course. And we appreciate all subscriptions that people may give us. Hoping to get more of those, so if you can find it to give me a subscription on the video and tell some friends about it, I'd really appreciate it, because the more views the better. So thank you all so much.